Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. My name is Nioka Lynn. I hope everybody is well today. So today I came on because I was asked a question by a few about self-worth. Well, how do I know? How do I know that, I'm not giving up my worth or whatever? Just different questions about self-worth. So I guess if I had to ask, I would ask you, well, are you happy? Are you happy in whatever situation it is, whether it's an intimate relationship, whether it's a job-related thing, a friendship, whatever it is? Are you happy? Are you happy in this relationship of whatever it is? It matters, It matters. I've known a lot of people that have been in marriage situations, older folks in my family, that were not in love. They pretty much tolerated each other. And, I've heard it said, well, we came from a time when you just didn't give up on each other. Haven't you though? So I listened, but I've always been an observer. So I watched, and they were bitter. And every little thing that the other one did was like, they'd nitpick each other and just, it was horrible, And I didn't see two people that genuinely loved each other. I saw two people that tolerated each other. I don't want that in my life. I think when it came down to self-worth, I think it's like, are you happy? Are you free to be who you are without being abused or judged or whatever? Are people in your life, pretty much causing you to feel like if you don't appease and please them, they're going to make your life hell one way or another? And that don't just have to be in intimate relationships. That can be in a work-related thing or friendship. It can be between any two people, really. So imagine, well, if you want me in your life and you don't want me to turn my back on you, and if you don't want me to raise all kind of hell and havoc in your life, well, then you're going to have to please me and behave in a way that is pleasing to me. Okay, so ask yourself, is this who you want in your life? Someone who is not going to allow you to be free, to be who you really are, to be happy. But if you want them in your life, you've got to please them. To the left, to the left. I'm sorry. And I don't care who it is. I remember when I was weak that way. Yeah. I didn't want to lose people. I didn't want to lose people out of my life. I didn't want to feel lonely. I didn't want to feel like I had nobody, and because then I would have to, at the end of the day, think there was something really wrong with me, you know. So I'm laughing because I am so glad that I'm past that. Yes. So when it comes to self-worth, ask yourself, are you putting yourself on a back burner to please others? Because I'm going to tell you, that only lasts for so long. Yeah. Then you start getting bitter and resentful. I could never live in a situation under my own roof where I had to walk on eggshells and worry about disrupting the atmosphere because, of somebody else that I lived with. I can't live like that. And look, I'm not telling anybody anywhere to leave anybody or whatever. I'm just speaking on my experience, questions I was asked. So again, when it comes to the matter of self-worth, don't lose yourself. If you're not free to be who you really are, to do what really brings you joy, if you're not free, ask yourself, what quality of life is that? Do you have somebody in your life that if you don't appease them, they make your life hell? Do you have a job situation that you show up and kill yourself for every day and they don't appreciate you? You know, some days, I wish I could go back and rearrange a few things in my life. But then, at the end of the day, when I think about it, I guess that's how I've learned my best lessons. So I guess it was worth it. So don't lose yourself. Be who you are. Feel free wherever you are to be who you are, to be able to enjoy life the way you want to enjoy life. And if there is somebody in your reality, your experience in life, that's causing you to feel trapped, causing you to feel like you're going to lose them if you don't obey them, if you don't cater to their every whim, I would suggest that you take a look at that. And don't get me wrong, in life, when you have any people that come together in any situation, you're not always going to agree on everything. If you say, okay, you've got two people that come together, they're madly in love, they're gonna fall, they're gonna come together in a life, and they are going to share everything under the same roof. They're going to bump heads every now and again. It's normal, it's natural. But the way it's handled is a whole other situation. Is there mutual respect? Is there listening? Are both people able to express themselves without being judged or condemned or even abused? So all that matters. You can have a relationship that you're working on, but as long as two people are coming together and willing and not saying, oh yeah, I'll talk about it, but it's my way or the highway, well then to the left, out. It's a wrap. Yeah, yeah. So that's my ideas on self-worth. I had to learn not to lose myself. I had to learn that what I loved was valuable, that I was valuable, that not only did I want to keep somebody in my life, that other person had to also want to keep me in their life. So if it was a matter of losing myself, I left. So that's my thing about self-worth when it comes to relationships. Now when it comes to you, what if you're single? What if your job is just fine and your family life is wonderful and everything is wonderful and you're all by yourself and you're happy with that? Okay. How are you treating you? You have to treat you properly. Are you feeding your body properly? Are you hydrating? Are you moving your body? Are you taking care of you? Are you getting the proper sleep? That's all part of self-worth too. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't expect anybody else to want to come up and do that job. And I would hope and pray that you cared enough about yourself first to take care of you. It's important to take care of you. So that's my take on self-worth. I could go on and on and on and on about this with different experiences, but I won't. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope that you are attending to yourself and tending to your vibration. I would hope that you're doing what makes you happy, following your passion, raising your vibration. Yes. Remember, don't forget the universal laws. What you put out, you get back. If you're a loving person and you're kind and you put that out, you'll get that back. Oh, but Nikki, I do this and I do that and I don't see it right away. Keep on, don't give up. Don't give up. Do it because you can, not because you expect it back. Do it because that's who you are. Yeah, it'll come. Okay, so on this chilly day, I'm going to finish my coffee and I'm going to curl up with my new book. I'm loving this book. It is The Essene Gospel of Peace. I love it. Okay, enjoy your Sunday. My name is Nioka Lynn. Namaste.